So, you've been having problems with stress at work? Yes, I said. Well, that's because your natural behaviour is completely opposite, almost 180-degree opposite of what is expected in your job. And so that didn't come as a total surprise to me, but it was a validation, if you like, a formal validation of the problems that I'd been experiencing, work-related stress, resulting in sleep deprivation. And one of my friends at the time said that reminded me, sleep deprivation is a method of torture. Sleep deprivation is one of the quickest ways to break people down, to break somebody's will. So, what was happening? My natural behaviours weren't aligned with the culture of the workplace that I was in, and so this is I believe this is talking about managers and the forces that hold them back. I think this is a critical part of uncovering what's really happening. This is related also to the structure and purpose that I did with the different types of bicycle. Because when we look at bicycles, they all have the same general idea behind them, but the structure, the way the parts are made and fitted together, varies according to the purpose. And so the way we are made, each of us individually, we can only really fulfill our purpose effectively when the work environment is conducive to our natural behaviours. That's where the strengths are. And so for me, I know that I work well in an environment where there's very little formal structure, very little use of formal power and authority. There's new and different things to do every day. There's none of this routine mechanistic ways, and communication is a continuous dialogue, where the communication is back and forth between people rather than just predominantly from the top down. I know now that that's the environment where I work best, so it's no use me going to work in local government, okay? And because that's a strict hierarchy, a typical bureaucratic environment, hierarchy, formal use of power and authority, routine and mechanistic ways of working, predominance of one-way communication, and that system is not conducive to. It doesn't easily facilitate communication, teamwork, problem solving, and it absolutely kills critical thinking and creativity. So if you're the kind of manager who collects information, assesses it, and therefore develops, has a good critical thinking skills and a creative flair, then it's going to be very difficult for you to operate in what I call the production line environment. So this is sort of another aspect of evaluation, really. Who are we? What do we do? How do we get results? What makes us valuable? And those questions need to be answered by individuals and by groups, by teams. A group of people working in an organisation, in a business. Who are we? What do we do? How do we get results? Under what are the prevailing conditions that make us valuable? Is it our ability to repeat the same things over and over again in a very efficient manner, or is it that we're able to meet various challenges and obstacles and work out ways, new and different ways of working that will help us overcome the difficulties and challenges that we're facing so that we can be successful. And again, this ties back into the road race bike and the downhill bike analogy. I also like the production line and the ant colony. A production line wants to set up and run without stopping. It's built for efficiency. A production line wants efficiency. Don't show change to a production line. It doesn't like it. Okay, it doesn't want to stop. And to the production line, the ant colony looks like total chaos. However, ants are said to be one of the most successful species on the planet, and Proverbs says that ants have no leaders, rulers, or overseers, and yet they know exactly what to do in any given circumstance for the best of the whole. So when we're looking at who are we, what do we do, how do we get results, what makes us valuable, is it because we're like a production line, or are we like an ant colony? And so those are just some more evaluation questions I'll leave with you. Steve Dines, management coach, helping managers break free from the forces that hold them back. And don't forget to like and subscribe. Thanks, bye for now.